then the two things stand and fall together. So attacks on patriarchy are ultimately attacks on Christianity.
And why would someone like Marx and Engels want to dissolve these structures? What is in it for them? And what is in it for today's Marxists to attack the family and Christianity?
Well, ultimately, I think it is to do with power. And if you want to think about the family as being like the last defense against the total power of the state, all totalitarian systems, they all go for children first. They try to get the children when they're young, and they see themselves as in opposition to the family. So if we can break that down and make people more powerless, then the state can step in and fulfill that role. So the weaker people get, because they haven't got strong fathers to depend on, the more the state has to step in to play the part. And I think one of the most tragic results of that has actually been in the black community in the US, in the ghettos, because if you think about the way that the black male in particular has been supplanted by the state, and single motherhood has been basically almost a state-sponsored program. Men have been made dispendable. They've lost their dignity as providers for the family. And it comes back to that point I was making earlier about how you see in hip-hop, rap culture, gang culture, some of the most obviously masculine men, and yet there's something that's not quite right there. It's not connected to women, not connected to children. The state fulfills that role instead. And as a consequence, the whole communities are weaker. I think you see it working like an acid, the acid of liberalism, where people lose their bonds to each other, and the structure of society begins to break down.